First, starting with one of the biggies, we have Dostoyevsky's Notes from the Underground, which from my research, I understand is short, but anything but sweet and incredibly dense. I have heard that it's a good introduction to Dostoyevsky, but I do wonder if it's a good introduction to Russian literature as a whole. If you think that there's a title that would be a more appropriate or accessible start, please let me know in the comments. Next up is Eugene Onegin. Am I saying that right? I'll admit that I only know about this because I saw the film adaptation with Ralph Fiennes and Liv Tyler. What I didn't know is that this is considered a staple of Russian literature. And interestingly enough, the whole story is told in verse. I'm very excited about this one. And I'm equally excited to read this next one, which is Dr. Zhivago by Boris Pasternak. I mean, classic film, romantic epic, only follows that I should read the novel. Next up, we have Dead Souls by Nikolai Gogol, which is about an affably cunning con man who causes consternation in a small Russian town when he shows up out of nowhere, proposing to buy title to serfs who, though dead as doornails, are still property on paper. It's a comedy. Anna Karenina may be the most obvious choice on this list so far. It is considered an absolute classic, one of the all-time great doomed romances, and I've always had a big fascination and fear of reading this book because, first of all, look at this thing. But also, I remember a few years ago seeing the Keira Knightley adaptation and not really liking it that much. So many great things about it, the set design, the costumes, but I thought the romance fell so flat. And I had so many people say, don't let this color your perception, the book is so much better. And Resurrection actually was not on my list, but I took a look at the cover and was fascinated by it, even more so when I read the premise. This is about a prince who's serving as a juror in a trial, and he finds out that the woman accused is a woman that he once had an affair with, and now blames himself for where she's ended up. And last but not least, certainly as far as page count is concerned, Dostoyevsky's The Brothers Karamazov. This is obviously one of the most renowned pieces of literature ever written. It is considered Dostoyevsky's magnum opus, as well as his final novel. From what I understand, this is part crime story, part philosophical debate. It concerns the three sons of a murdered landowner who all have very distinct personalities, philosophies, and attitudes toward religion, God, and guilt. And that completes my first batch of Russian literature.